happened piece by piece. Every night I cried alone, taught me what I need. I stayed longer than I should have, I hope longer than was fair. But every unanswered moment pulled me closer to the door. I kept waiting for you to finally choose me, but love shouldn't feel like begging just to barely be seen. I learned how to leave by learning how it hurt. I memorized the damage before I chose myself first. I didn't stop loving you, I just couldn't stay. I learned how to leave when you taught me how to break. I practiced goodbye in silence long before I said your name. I imagined a life without you just to survive the pain. I packed up all my questions you never tried to answer and walked away slowly so my heart could follow after. I was scared of being alone, but lonelier where I stayed. So I chose the pain of leaving over the pain you gave. Because staying was a mistake. If you ever wonder why I didn't fight more, just know I fought every day until I couldn't anymore. I learned how to leave, not because I didn't care, but because I you never said goodbye, you just stopped holding on. I felt myself becoming something easily gone. You chose your comfort over choosing me, like love was optional, like I was temporary. I watched you stop trying, call it being real, while I was breaking quietly over how you made me feel. You made me feel replaceable, like I was easy to lose, like loving me was something you could afford to refuse. I gave you all my loyalty, you gave me doubt instead. You made me feel replaceable inside the love we said. I compare myself to strangers, wondered what they had. I questioned all my softness like it was something bad. I shrank to fit your distance, I waited to be enough. You treated me like an option while I was all in love. I never asked for perfection, I just wanted to be chosen. But every time you looked away, something in me was broken. You made me feel replaceable, like I was second place, like someone else could take my spot and you'd forget my face. I stayed where I felt unwanted, just hoping you'd see. You made me feel replaceable while I was begging to be me. If I mattered like I thought, why was I so easy to ignore? Why did loving you make me feel smaller than before? You made me feel replaceable, and that's the part that hurts, not losing you, but losing my worth. I loved you like I was irreplaceable. You loved me like I'd fade. You made me feel replaceable, and I'll carry that pain. I was never replaceable. You just didn't protect me. You said you loved me like it was enough, but love without care is still rough. You held my hand but dropped my heart. You never noticed when it fell apart. I needed gentleness, I needed to feel safe, but your love was careless in so many ways. You loved me carelessly, like I couldn't break. You didn't watch your words, you didn't feel my hate. I was made of feelings, you treated me like air. You loved me, yes, but you never loved me with care. You joked when I was quiet, you rushed past my pain. You called me too sensitive, like that explained. I learned to laugh it off, I learned to stay small. I learned my tears didn't matter at all. You never meant to hurt me, but you never tried not to. And that's the part that hurts the most too. Like my heart would survive anything you'd say. I was breaking slowly, it, not something you survive. I shouldn't have to bleed just to feel alive. You loved me carelessly. Now I finally see love without tenderness isn't love to me. I needed arms that held me, not just hands that were there. You loved me loudly once, but never with care. Care was all I needed. You were sitting right beside me, but your eyes were never mine. You were always somewhere else, every single time. I watched you scroll past moments we were supposed to feel. You gave your best attention to everything but real. I kept asking myself what I did wrong, but love shouldn't feel like waiting for someone who's gone. Your attention was elsewhere while I was right here breaking. I was holding on to us while you were slowly escaping. You touched me without meaning. You stayed without care. You were mine in the body, but your heart wasn't there. I dressed up for your absence. I smiled through the ache. I learned how to pretend for both our sakes. You said you were just tired. You said I overthought, but I felt the distance in every breath you forgot. I didn't need perfection, I just needed to feel seen. But you were already gone long before you left me. Your attention was elsewhere, I felt it every day. I kept lowering my needs so you wouldn't turn away. I was asking for your presence, not a perfect affair, but you were loving me halfway, like I wasn't really there. If someone had your heart, why was it never me? If I was who you loved, why did I feel so empty? Your attention was elsewhere. Now I finally understand. I was loving you completely with someone else in your hands. You didn't have to cheat to break me like you did. You just had to stop choosing me and pretend I didn't exist. You left without leaving. said your name 1,000 times, you never looked back. I learned to lower my voice so I wouldn't disturb your day. I learned how to smile through it while slowly fading away. I kept hoping you'd see me like I saw you every night, but love shouldn't feel this lonely, even when you're by my side. You never noticed me, even when I was breaking. I loved you quietly while my heart was shaking. I gave you everything, you barely gave a glance. I was right in front of you, but I never had a chance. I memorized your silence like it was something I heard. I blame myself for your distance instead of what you returned. I waited for your warmth in rooms that felt so cold. I kept choosing you while feeling so disposable. I thought love meant being patient, even when it hurts to breathe. I didn't know I was disappearing just so you could stay at ease. You'll never notice me, even when I was crying. I held my pain so gently so you wouldn't hear me dying. I gave you everything, you treated it like care. I was loving you completely while you barely knew I was there. If I stopped loving you tomorrow, would you finally feel the space? Or was I always just a shadow in the background of your days? You never noticed me, but I noticed every tear. I noticed how I lost myself just trying to keep you near. I loved you quietly until I couldn't stay. This is the first song I'm singing since I finally walked away. I was there, you just never looked. I gave you every morning, I gave you every night. I bent myself in pieces, trying to make it right. I whispered all my secrets, hoping you'd understand. But you only took and left without a single hand. I tried to be everything the one you could adore, but loving alone is heavy and I can't take it anymore. I'm tired of loving alone, tired of breaking in silence, tired of giving my all to someone who feels attention because I knew it was gone. I've been dancing in shadows while pretending I'm strong. I'm tired of waiting for nothing, tired of feeling unseen. I loved in the dark too long and now I wanna breathe. I'm tired of loving alone, tired of hiding my tears, tired of hoping for words that never reach my ears. I'm tired of giving my heart while yours was always free. I'm tired of loving alone, and it's finally hurting me. I loved you quietly, I waited patiently, but you never noticed. All you did was leave me. I'm tired of loving alone, tired of being small. I'm reclaiming my pieces even after the fall. I'm tired of loving alone, and I'll never be the same. I'm tired of loving alone, and I'll never call your name. I loved, and I was alone. I gave you all my mornings, I gave you every night. I gave my laughter freely, hoping you hold me tight. I hid my own tears so you wouldn't see. I gave my everything, and still it wasn't me. I bent for your comfort, I broke to make you stay. I forgot myself somewhere on the road you walked away. I loved you more than me, even when it hurt inside. I swallowed my own heartbeat so yours could survive. I loved you more than me, and now the truth is clear. I lost myself in loving you while you never even cared. I built my life around you, I framed my dreams with your name. I whispered words you never heard, I let you light my flame. I gave my softest pieces, pieces I couldn't take back. I gave my all to you, and you left no track. I thought love meant surrender, I thought love meant wait. I thought my patience could heal your careless ways. I loved you more than me, even when my soul cracked. I hid my pain in silence so you could stay intact. I loved you more than me, and I learned too late. You were never mine to keep, you were just never awake. I bled without showing it, I cried without sound. I lived for someone who was never pieces of my heart that you tried to crack. I loved you more than me. I miss the way I thought you were, not the way you turned out to be. I held on to a memory of love that was never free. I smiled at the dreams we made, even when they were lies. I kept chasing shadows behind your closed eyes. I knew I was chasing air, yet I held on so tight. I miss the idea of you more than I feared the night. I miss the idea of you, the one I loved in my mind, not the one who left me feeling lost, left behind. I painted you perfect, I kept that version near. I miss the idea of you, the only one I could hold dear. I whispered to the empty walls stories of what could have been. I loved a man I never knew, and I mourned him in secret sin. I traced your shape in silence, I kissed the ghost of your name. I grieved a heart that never existed and carried all the blame. I held on to illusions because reality was cruel. I miss the idea of you because the real one never knew. I miss the idea of you, the one who was never there. I gave my whole heart to someone who didn't care. I loved what I imagined because it hurt less than truth. I miss the idea of you and the love I thought was proof. If I let go of the idea, would I finally be free? Or would I just mourn the thought of what we never could be? I miss the idea of you more than words can say. I loved a phantom, and it's all that stayed. I keep the idea of you safe inside my chest because the real you never gave me rest. I loved what wasn't real. I wrote you into melodies you'll never play. I turned my pain into words you'll never say. I finally found my voice, but it's too late. You stopped listening long before I sang. I used to beg you to notice, now I don't need you to hear. These songs aren't messages anymore, they're how I disappear. You'll never hear these songs, you don't deserve the truth. You left before the damage, so I'll heal without you. I cried in every chorus, you walked away from me. You'll never hear these songs, but they're saving me. I sing the things I swallowed to keep you calm. I let my voice shake, now I'm finally loud. You never asked how I felt, you never stayed long enough. Now my pain has a sound, and it's louder than us. I don't want closure from you, I don't want you to reply. These songs are where I tell myself I survive. You'll never hear these songs, you wouldn't understand. You mistook my silence for a heart you could abandon. Every note is a memory I don't need you to see. You'll never hear these songs, but they hurt me. If you heard my voice shaking, would you finally feel regret? Or would you still look past me like you always did back then? You'll never hear these songs, and that's how it should be. They're not for your forgiveness, they're how I set me free. I loved you without protection, I won't do that again. You'll never hear these songs, this is where I am. Some love stories are only meant to be sung alone. I didn't yell, I didn't throw things, I just packed my love into small silent wings. I didn't argue, I didn't make a sound, I just walked through the emptiness until I was not found. I carried all my heartbreak in the spaces between. I left you nothing but the ghost of what had been. I didn't yell, I just disappeared into the night, into my own fear. I stopped asking for you to see me, I stopped hoping for you to hear me. I didn't scream, I didn't fight. I left quietly out of your eye. You didn't notice I didn't stay. I just faded from every day. I love too quietly to make you understand. So I took my heart and left it in my hands. The silence wasn't empty, it was full of me. Every step away was finally free. I didn't yell, I just disappeared, like I'd never been near. I stopped giving you pieces of my soul and left the emptiness here. I didn't scream, I didn't fight, I just vanished into night. Some love dies softly, some hearts just go. I loved you quietly, and now you'll never know. I didn't yell, I didn't stay. I left the pain behind. I walked away slowly with a trembling, quiet mind. I didn't yell, I just disappeared and learned to leave the fear. I love too much, too softly, and left my love here. I was here, but now I'm gone. You swore you'd stay beside me through storms and sleepless nights. You painted golden futures, then vanished out of sight. I memorized your promises, I repeated every vow. I believed your every word until you broke me now. I tried to hold on gently, I tried to understand, but promises are paper, and you never held my hand. You promised then forgot, you with everything, but you barely left to see. I counted on your words, they crumbled like dust. You promised then forgot, and I lost my trust. I waited through your absence, I whispered in the dark. I wondered if you remembered all the ways I left my heart. You made me believe in forever, then walked away with ease. I cried quietly I gave freely wasn't meant for me. I'll fold up your words and leave them behind. You promised then forgot, and I'm learning to find myself again. I hear your name and my chest tightens. I see it in text and the air frightens. I thought leaving would help. I thought time would heal, but your shadow lingers in every room I feel. I try to speak your name aloud, but my voice is too soft. It's like calling a ghost that's already lost. Your name still hurts, even when you're gone. Your name still hurts, like a melody I can't outrun. I keep my heart quiet, I keep my tears unseen, but your name still hurts, like a wound that won't clean. I see reminders everywhere, a song, a place, a stare. Even the laughter of strangers feels like you're there. I try to replace you, I try to forget, but your name is a needle in a heart still wet. I whisper it under my breath, hoping it won't remain, but it echoes in my chest, and it brings back the pain. Your name still hurts, even when I'm alone. Your name still hurts, like a truth I can't disown. I hide my soft cries so nobody knows, but your name still hurts and it never goes. I wonder if you think of me, or if it's just my pain. I loved you so fully, but you left me in vain. Your name still hurts, maybe it always will. Your name still hurts, it's a quiet, endless chill. I close my eyes and I breathe through the night, but your name still hurts with every fading light. Your name still hurts. I used to give without fear, I used to trust without doubt. keep the world out. Your words cut softly, but they changed me all the same. I lost the way I touched the world when I whispered your name. I didn't know love could wound so quietly, so deep. I didn't know leaving hurts even after you leave. You took my softness and left me bare. I used to bloom, but now I just care. I gave you all of me, and it was never enough. You took my softness and hardened my love. I learned to hide my edges, I learned to hide my tears. I carry the weight of silence that's been building for years. I mourn the girl I was before your absence burned. The tenderness I offered freely is gone, never returned. I still remember her laughter before the cracks appeared, before your neglect taught me how to love in fear. You took my softness and left me bare. I used to bloom, but now I just care. I gave you all of me, and it was never enough. You took my softness and hardened my love. I want her back, that's tender me, but I can't undo the love I poured where it wasn't seen. The girl I was with you. You took my softness and left me alone. I'm learning to hold myself in a world turned stone. I gave you all of me, and I gave it too young. You took my softness and silenced my song. I was soft. Now I'm just surviving. I smile when you look at me, but inside I'm falling apart. I pour my pain into silence and hide my breaking heart. The world thinks I'm fine, I keep my tears discreet, but I'm crying in a calm voice so no one sees defeat. Every night I whisper your name, even though it hurts. Every word is a wound, every every sigh occurs. I'm crying in a calm voice, so you won't know I'm gone. I'm bleeding in the quiet while the world carries on. My heart is shattered slowly, but my face is still composed. I'm screaming without sound in the place nobody knows. I replay every word, every glance I misread. I touch the spaces you left and curl around my dread. I can't let anyone in, not even myself. So I hold my own pain and bury it on the shelf. I tell myself it's healing, I tell myself I'll survive, but the tears fall softly when I'm barely alive. I'm crying in a calm voice, so no one sees the cracks. I'm breaking in silence while the world just moves past. My soul is quietly aching, but my eyes remain dry. I'm screaming in whispers where no one passes by. Someone could hear me, would they care at all? Or is pain meant to be hidden until it makes me fall? I'm crying in a calm voice, but the breaking is real. I'm drowning in quiet, even as I kneel. My love is still aching, my heart quietly destroyed. I'm crying in a calm voice because the world cannot know. I'm crying, but nobody hears. I still flinch when I remember how love felt like doubt, how I learned to apologize for needing you around. I'm not healed, I'm just honest about the scars you left. I don't hate you, I just won't accept less. I thought love meant enduring, being small to make it last. But I'm done confusing pain with something meant to last. I will be loved better, not louder, just true. Someone who sees me the way I once saw you. I won't beg for attention or bleed to be enough. I will be loved better with a softer kind of love. I still cry sometimes, when a song feels too close. But I no longer blame myself for what you chose. I gave what I had, even when it hurt. Now I'm learning slowly that I have worth. I won't disappear again just to keep someone near. Love shouldn't feel like fear. I will be loved better by hands that stay, by eyes that notice when I'm not okay. I won't dim my heart, I'll quiet my pain. I will be loved better in a healthier way. Maybe love won't rush in, maybe it'll come slow, but I'd rather be alone than unseen, you know. I will be loved better, even if it's just by me. I'll hold my own heart gently the way you never did, you see. I'm still tender, still afraid, but I will be loved better someday. I didn't lose love, I found myself. I thought my softness was the problem, that loving deep made me small. I thought my tears meant I was losing, that I gave too much of it all. I tried to harden my heart just to survive the pain, but I don't wanna be colder just because you couldn't stay. I've been till I almost broke, but I didn't disappear. I'm still standing in the pieces of everything I feared. I'm still tender, not weak. I still feel everything. My heart didn't shatter, it learned how to breathe. I loved you honestly, that was never a crime. I'm still tender, not weak, just wiser this time. I won't apologize for caring or for loving all the way. I won't call it foolish just because you walked away. I know now what I deserve and what I'll never accept. I won't beg for attention, I won't shrink to be kept. You mistook my patience for something you could use, but staying soft in a hard world is something I choose. I'm still tender, not weak. I still cry at night, but I don't miss someone who couldn't love me right. tender, not weak. I didn't lose my way. I just learned the difference between love and what you gave. I'll love again someday, but not like before. I'm still tender, not weak, just stronger than I was before. My heart survived you. There was no final argument, no words left to say. I packed my heart in silence and slowly walked away. You were sleeping peacefully while I stayed awake, wondering how love could hurt this way. I waited for a reason for you to stop me somehow, but you didn't even notice I was leaving you now. That was the night I finally left, not in anger, not in tears, just tired of feeling lonely while standing right here. I didn't slam the door, I didn't ask you to care. I just realized you were never really there. I looked at you one last time, trying to feel something stay, but all I felt was emptiness where love used to lay. I carried all our memories like weight I couldn't hold. I loved you with my whole heart until it grew too cold. I thought leaving would break me, but staying already did. I lost myself loving you, now I'm just trying to live. That was the night I finally left, with shaking hands and breath. I chose myself quietly over loving you to death. You didn't chase me, you didn't ask why, you just turned over and kept sleeping through a goodbye. Maybe you'll miss me one day when the silence gets too loud, but I won't be there anymore. I chose myself now. That was the night I finally left. No strength, just release. I walked away from loving you to finally find some peace. I didn't stop loving you, I just couldn't stay. That was the night I finally left and slowly faded away. I waited so long for you to care. I never said the words, but I hoped you'd feel them. Every time I stay quiet, every time I bend, I waited for your warmth, like it was something earned. I kept loving you softly, hoping you'd return. I didn't want to pressure you, I didn't want to seem weak, so I hid my breaking behind patience and sleep. I begged without asking, I cried without sound. I needed you closer, but I never reached out. I stayed understanding while falling apart. I begged without asking, with my whole heart. I smiled through the emptiness so you wouldn't feel guilt. I took the blame for distance you quietly built. I thought love meant waiting, no matter the cost. I didn't see I was begging for someone already lost. Every time you pulled away, I loved you twice as hard. I didn't know I was pleading with a breaking heart. I beg without asking, you never knew I was drowning beside you, pretending I was fine too. I made myself smaller so you wouldn't leave. I begged without asking for you to choose me. If I had asked you to stay, would you have gone anyway? Or were you already gone before I felt brave? I begged without asking. Now I'm so tired of loving in silence and hoping and trying. I gave you my patience, you gave me your space. I begged without asking, and you never stayed. I needed you, and I never said it. I learned your moves like languages I never learned to speak. I gave you all my understanding while I stayed weak. I answered every question before you even asked. But when I needed something, you never noticed that. I showed you love in little ways I thought you'd understand. But I guess I was just talking with my heart in my hands. I spoke in silence, hoping you'd hear. I cried in rooms where you weren't near. I begged in ways you couldn't see. I was screaming quietly. I folded all my feelings so they'd fit your life. I made myself convenient, I made myself small. I thought love was waiting, I thought pain was normal. I didn't know I was fading, just trying to please you at all. Every time I almost broke, I swallowed every word. You were so loud with your absence, you never heard. I spoke in silence till it hurt to breathe. I hid my tears so you could sleep. I needed you, but you weren't there. I was invisible everywhere. If I had yelled, would you have stayed? If I had cried out loud, would you have changed? Or was I always meant to hurt in ways you'd never learn? Trying to save your place. Some silences are screams. I saw the cracks forming, I felt the shift in you. Every promise got heavier, every silence grew. I knew I was hurting, I knew something changed, but I kept believing love meant staying the same. I told myself it was nothing, I told myself I was wrong. I kept choosing the feeling, even when it was gone. I was still choosing you, even when you didn't choose me. I was fighting for us, but you were already free. I broke myself slowly, just so you could stay. I was still choosing you. I made excuses for your distance, like they were my fault. I called it understanding when it was emotional loss. I thought if I loved you harder, you'd come back to me. I didn't know love could feel this empty. I held on to memories like they were enough. I stayed loyal to a version of you that no longer showed up. I was still choosing you through the doubt and the tears. I ignored my own breaking for months, then years. I needed you present, not just your name, but I was still choosing you while you walked away. Why is it so hard to leave someone you love? Why does loyalty hurt when it's never returned enough? I was still choosing you when I should've let go. I stayed where I wasn't wanted because I loved you so.